It's recording.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So we started at 7:06. And welcome to our backyard. First outdoor meeting that I know of that I've been to. I'm glad you're all able to make it here.
Thanks. Had one. You never.
Oh, that's right. I didn't. That's right. I made that. I do remember that. And so we saw our chickens.
Yes.
That was very cool. Okay. So the first thing any additions or changes to the agenda as published. Highway, come on. Highway, come. Highway. Lie down. Space.
No major items, just some details about next meeting that I carried over from last.
That are not on the agenda?
Correct. Like
Okay.
pumpkin, Christmas in the park, we had kind of stuff there.
Okay, so we'll add that at the end of the agenda. Is that okay? Highway,
I will.
lie down. Okay, so we'll start with the approval of the August minutes. Are the August minutes satisfactory, as far as you know?
Thank you very much for the feedback, everybody, on August minutes. Corrected names. Make sure all the information is right. Rita got some of that information in there for you too. Anybody move to approve those minutes?
No. Anybody?
I moved it.
All right, Linda approved, and looks like second. Kevin said. Highway, over here. Lie down. Okay. Any other comments on the minutes? Seeing none. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstaining? Okay. Motion passes unanimously. Finance report, Linda, at your convenience.
Okay, business checking is $1,801.70. Business savings is $2,015.29. First CD is $2,125.22. Second one, $2,120.35, and the third CD, $2,127.67.
Any other questions on finances? Okay. Next one, dumpster day, October 25th. Looks like we're getting our council member to sponsor us. That's great. Volunteers listed so far. Let's make sure it's accurate. Art, are you volunteering? Oh, you are. Great. Thank you. Linda, John.
This is my husband.
John, great. Sarah.
My daughter.
Excellent. That sounds like a nice family.
Is this the same arrangement as previously around the Cory school?
I think it's in the same location. That's the last thing I heard. That's right where it was before.
It's always, and there are 5 dumpsters, 1 e-waste bin, and usually it's open at 8 until, usually by 11 we're full. But
It's supposed to go to 12, yeah.
Yeah, it'll go to 12,
Sometimes
but
it
if
closes up early.
all the bins are full, then they're full.
The bins are full.
Yeah.
And there's a Ben White. I don't know who that is.
Oh,
I know who that is. He's a neighbor of mine.
He volunteers every.
He's unconfirmed according to this.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else want to volunteer for dumpster day? I don't know if it's necessary, but anybody?
I saw
My note-
Ben on the way here.
My notes show that St. John and Zach would also volunteer.
St. John, is that true?
I saw a nod.
That is correct. Yes, we will
Great.
both be there.
Great. Wow, the body is disembodied things. All right. Any other questions on dumpster day?
Donuts are the plan, is what I have from last month.
Keep getting those.
Who's getting the donuts?
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Okay. Great.
I didn't hear that part too. No.
Okay. All right. So Linda's picking up
Yeah.
donuts. Anything else on dumpster day?
That's it.
Okay. October general meeting. So that's our next one coming up next month, end of the month, Monday, October 27th. Costumes optional since it's right around Halloween. I remember a couple Octobers ago, we pushed it a week because it overlapped with Halloween. So it's always right around Halloween. So it's good that it's not conflicting with Halloween. We have our Councilmember Mulcahy, Supervisor Ellenberg. It says Water Director Ballard. Are we having her back? And we just had her.
Yeah.
Do you want her again?
I think she wanted.
Water District Supervisor Tyler Ballard did very well and didn't get much time. So we can ask her to come again and talk more about yard conversion.
All right, great. Does that sound good for everybody?
Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
So looking at this looks like it's about 45 minutes.
There are 3 more items that I had from last meeting. One is to see if Vince from Core Agri-Food would want to show up.
Mm,
Is that a yes
right.
or no?
Um,
You know?
right.
Yeah.
Yes, we should
Is it
leave him on there. Yeah.
And then the second
Yes,
thing,
he's agreed, or yes, we're
No,
still
yeah,
good?
we're gonna ask him.
invitation. Okay. The second thing is a holiday showcase. So that would be something else to announce at the meeting.
Not a full thing, just like a quick
Yeah.
mention or something like
Yeah,
that.
and then teal pumpkins and Christmas trees, and Christmas in the park. Sorry, there's 4 things. But these are minor.
Those are like art announcing it.
Yeah.
Like a 5 or 10 minute just thing. So Vince is probably 10 minutes,
Okay.
maybe 15 at the high.
Got it.
I don't know if that's like Councilmember McKay. I can't imagine he's gonna be more than 15 minutes. He usually hosts at 5 to 10, like a council member
Mhm.
information. So say 15 on the high side.
Okay.
Ellenberg,
That sounds
She
fun,
will
guys.
go.
Yeah.
she did. She
She can talk.
and then we'll at least a half hour for Shiloh then, so she can really, because the yard stuff, like what we did in the front yard, that was all the water board's program,
She,
paid for.
yeah, she had a visual presentation that
Mhm.
we couldn't do.
Okay, so she's our anchor. She's our main thing.
So is Susan going to come with the PowerPoint slide again?
So we'll have a laptop for her this
She
time.
does that. That goes long.
Yeah, they tend to. So, and then Vince might be 15, 20 minutes.
Got it.
Depends on questions. That's okay then, I think, right? And that's 4 solid people.
I have a 10 for Vince, 20 for Shiloh, 20 for Susan, and 15 for Michael.
I would give Shiloh 30.
Yeah.
Just give her expectation, 20 content, 10 questions. So
Got
that,
it.
right? And then Vince, I'll give him 15.
So it might be more questions from Michael.
For Michael.
Or it could be 15 minutes for Michael. Do you have
I
that?
put 15 for Michael, and I also have a note that we really wanted to engage him to say, what can our neighborhood do for safer streets, and what city resources can support us, because we are trying.
Maybe we send him those
That
ahead of time.
message, yes, exactly. When his staff showed up to the last meeting, they didn't really have great information for us to move on.
So with regard to the water, some other neighborhoods are moving to smart water meters, which basically, but they're nowhere near as good as Flume was, which kind of annoys me.
Yeah.
Have we heard anything about this neighborhood? I'm hoping not. Have we heard
I
anything about
haven't-
converting this neighborhood or anything? If not,
We
maybe
can ask Shiloh.
we can
Yeah.
ask.
You have the food. They're great.
Loved it.
I love it.
I love it.
I love it. It links with Beehive for all the gardening, what little gardening stuff is left, or if you have drip line, you can cut all that stuff up so it'll smart water all those things. Not real like that. Sorry, guys. He hasn't been in bed yet. I should.
I mean, the Flume gives you like per minute instantly.
Anyway,
And it sounds like this smart meter is like 24-hour delay.
yeah.
So if
yeah.
you have a problem, you don't know about it. And I
Right.
think the granularity is not per minute. It's like per hour or
Yeah,
something.
and then the
Something
flume is
ridiculous.
per
Is
minute.
that the one that goes
Right on your
water?
right on your motor. It's like right on the line. You don't have to do anything. You literally just strap it on. It's got a rubber band that comes with it. It's got a 2-year battery life. Had to replace mine either once or twice now because one leaked. So I had to get another one.
I believe on the newer models you can actually replace the battery
You
without
can.
the unit.
And the new I had deconstructed mine to find out that water had gotten in, and I did my own replacement, which is not supported, and it worked for a little while. And I just got the battery. But yes, Flume is, if anybody doesn't have it, and I think if you don't have it,
Qualifies for the water rebate.
you get a rebate. Right. I got mine before that, and then once you get it, all bets are off. Just like if you tear your lawn up, all bets are off.
So you said it's easy to install.
Super easy to install. Like, I mean, it's
But
a
they're
minute or two outside in the front, and then 5 minutes installing an app and setting up the Wi-Fi device inside.
but they're incompatible with the new smart meters. I'm wondering if I can like ask them to like leave the old meter, like put it in line. or something.
It won't work.
It won't work because the technology it uses is it monitors the electromagnetic field, and the new smart meters don't generate an electromagnetic field,
Okay.
which sucks.
Oh, that sucks. So let's can we make that a Charlotte question? Okay, cool.
Flume/smart water questions.
Any other questions, pre-questions for either the council member, the supervisor, or the water person, or the aggregate.
So if someone goes to notify the water board person that her session is 30 minutes? So
20 plus 10 kind of thing. We'll give her a heads up. So this is kind of, we're giving Art some to-dos.
Okay.
And some of them are questions, preloaded questions, and the rest are, we'll give them time estimates and stuff like that.
Action. All actions are. Got it.
Right, Art, whoever's not here gets all the action.
Always
That's the rule.
Is there an update on the property that now that they voted against 17-story or whatever? Is there any update able to give you now?
That's not on our agenda, but why don't we wait till open forum to bring that topic up?
I can give you
It's a good question.
info.
All right.
In terms of
What else? Anything else? Anything on that we want to bring up? Because the next one is food. What do we want to do about food? Burritos question mark is listed on here.
I think we
Burritos
suggested burritos because
They're
it's
affordable.
limited,
cheap
and our
we can get
budget
one.
is
0. I would.
limited.
going toward 0, going that direction.
But we can make it through January.
What was the pricing for sandwiches from Donato's? It used to be $10.
Yeah, it was really cheap.
Yeah,
I was
they
blown away. They cut them in half for us.
Not cheap.
Yeah, we could. I don't know anybody at Zano's. Like Willard knew somebody there a long time ago and was comfortable talking to them. I don't know if somebody wants to.
I would bet they're not cheap anymore.
Well, does anyone want to take an action to ask? Yeah, great.
When is our meeting? October?
Late October, October 28th or 9th.
Yeah.
5th, sorry. October
How much
25th.
is the
Thank you.
burritos?
I don't.
I'm 9. Okay. I'm
They
not
cut 'em in
really
half.
sure.
And they
Okay.
put them in half.
So target around 10, maybe.
I think
Well,
12 be acceptable.
our per person number was because we planned for 80 people showing up now.
Okay.
So I think we're closer to the less than 10 a person is where we're trying to hit.
Less than 10 burritos or less than $10?
We do less than 10 burritos, plus some very hungry, cranky people.
Joey Chestnut's going to show up with some surprise.
It'll be one person.
Jack, I don't know if
Anybody raising their hand? Tell me if anybody raised their hands. I can't see that. I don't see anybody raising their hands, but if
No
they
hands
do-
raised.
Okay.
We just have someone close to here, right?
He went to San Jose State, but I don't think he lives. I think he grew up in Vallejo.
One other thing about this meeting that we had spoken about 2 meetings ago was potentially making a kid zone so that families with young kids can still show up and know that there's an area where their kids can hang out. I don't know if that's what we want to approach for this next meeting.
Is this at the general meetings or for like?
So, I mean, like, we were planning on supporting that, especially with the Halloween theme, so we can do like Halloween coloring and stuff outside. I mean, that. Yeah, we were planning to do that. As long as you're willing to keep the doors open, we'd be happy to do it.
So would it be outside, like a table outside?
Yeah.
With a
Yeah.
kid and lit?
I mean, like for night out, I have coloring books and crayons, and we can do some Halloween printout and stuff.
Like the back door being open, not the one closest to the stage.
Right, the back door.
Correct.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because that front door we had open, it got super cold.
It's
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's perfect.
I don't know if it'll be cold this time of year.
Maybe
I
not.
don't know.
Global warming, it'll be fine.
You're here.
So I'm hearing tables and chairs set up in the hallways, throwing books and cans so the kids can help.
Outside.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to even put it on the flyer if we could.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Sinjin, you could probably run off some stuff from school.
Yeah, sure.
You know, some printouts for kids, you know, just coloring pages.
A little
Easy.
pumpkin decorate.
Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. I can go buy like Sharpies.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Oh,
So a whole bunch of Sharpies and like kind of, yeah.
Stickers.
We could. I think we should fund something like that. I mean,
I love it. All right.
what are pumpkins like? $3, $5. You get small ones, little ones.
well, you know, Trader Joe's, they're cheaper. That's the cheapest I've seen them.
Yeah.
And I don't know how. I mean, I'll get them if I don't know how many.
How many should we get? Like, what do you think, Sinjin? How many kids show up?
I mean, this is like, we're going to be advertising this, so probably not more than like 10 or 15 kids, but I mean, like, Laura and I don't mind just going out and just doing this and taking care of it and seeing what. Let's try it and see what happens. If worst case scenario we get like
A trial.
25 kids, like that'd be great.
They'll have to learn how to share.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Another lesson.
Mhm.
I'm wondering if
They
this
should put
activity
a face on both sides.
That's right.
is this an activity that we might be able to tout for our Beautify application in the following year as to what we're spending money on?
The following,
Maybe.
yeah, but not this year.
Engaging?
Yeah, be a budget item.
Because I think we're looking for things that we can say we're spending
Yeah.
money other than food.
Yeah.
It's like, we bought pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkin
Yeah.
decorator.
Yeah. Ooh, I like that. See? Nice.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Wait, quick question. So, do you want to give me a budget to spend on this, or again, like if you want to give me something to start with, and if Laura and I decide to go overboard, we'll just fund it ourselves. But do you want to start with something for this?
$3.
$3. Got it.
I can get the pumpkins.
Well, St. John, I mean, this is going to be like 10, 15 pumpkins. They're going to be heavy and awkward.
Yeah.
I have a truck.
Yeah, St. John's got a truck. Let St. John do it.
Okay.
It's a family thing.
Okay.
Yeah, come on. We'll take care of it.
I was going to say
$10
200.
Oh, wow.
That's a lot of money.
But a budget to up to, obviously don't spend it if you don't have to. But
So,
if we're going to invest in, we should, you know, let's
For them too.
yeah, like maybe some kid thing, anything you think. I mean, St. John, you have the people that would be doing
I've
it.
got children.
You're like a professional. So
You could get some cheap pumpkins too.
So I guess maybe,
All right.
Berlinda, can we afford,
So
can we afford 200? Or are we just going to be spending down too quickly by doing it?
we have $10,000 in our personal account.
Okay.
This is our money.
Okay.
Like
To
we never spend our money because we always get funded by the
Right.
grant,
Yeah.
and we make money.
It is finally a rainy day.
Yeah, so
most of those are CDs. So.
$4,000.
$4,000.
Okay. If you want to give me 200, I think that's perfectly. I'll work with Lauren on, finding some amount that is reusable stuff as well as stuff that will be just disposable for the event. Yeah.
And we'll track it, right? And we'll see who uses it, who likes it, and how much it costs.
And you let me know if I can help, Sinjin.
Of course.
So let's be official about it. So let's make a motion. I'll make the. Or do you want to make the
I'll make
motion?
a motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay.
To fund kids' Halloween activities.
That's see. Kevin is second. And any other discussion on the motion? No. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No. Okay. Anybody abstaining?
No, but we got to give Art some task with it.
All right. This is definitely is.
Art has to write up the details for the grant.
Okay, thank you.
I'm seconding everything.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so we're Lana's looking at Zanatos for sandwiches potentially. If not, our backup plan is burritos. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Is there any Greek place that's reasonably priced? That's much more expensive.
We did try
Reasonably priced
Greek
Greek.
the Greek ones.
Right, and I thought that would be pretty good.
We did Achilles too. Achilles goes
Achilles.
way overboard. Loves to give us stuff, which we could always do. And that's
I like
that's
the
really good.
Achilles is great.
So do we want to put Achilles in the mix? Maybe if Zanatos doesn't work out, we go to Achilles. Achilles they will totally take care of us. They are closed on Mondays, so they make an exception for us.
Oh, wow.
But I'm friends with the guy. He loves this neighborhood, and so I can make a personal request for him. He did. He would make it within our budget. He's very generous. He's very generous with his stuff. And I would and if that doesn't work out, we got burritos. We always have a backup. But okay. All right. Moving on to our last official item. Update from Bob about the Cory reforestation. It says I put the initiative, but it's actually the committee. I mislabeled. Okay, so of course Cory Reforestation Committee.
Sure.
Or something. So please correct me and suggest. And that's it. And I was going to note and file whatever. My suggestion was to note and file whatever you provide, and we can have future actions as appropriate. Go ahead, Bob.
Thanks. So,
Rita's on there. Rita, can you hear me? No. Can you hear me, Sinjin?
I can hear you. I'm not Rita, but yes.
Yeah, I see a Rita, but I don't. Maybe she's muted. But
She's on mute.
okay. Anyway, thanks for inviting me back. Rita and Lauren Johnson and I met, and we've had a couple of subsequent discussions and reviews. After the initial Cory Neighborhood Association meeting, I attached this little memo and some draft emails. If you've looked at them, great. If you haven't looked at them, that's fine too. It's a lot of information out there. Initially, we had said we'd come back at the October meeting with some kind of initial thoughts and recommendations, but as we kind of met and reviewed the city's existing information, which is this primarily the city of San Jose urban forest management plan, master plan, or whatever it's called. Yeah, a community forest management plan is what it's called. We really thought that we needed to sit down with the city before we came back to the full board with any recommendations to kind of get a better sense of what are the things we could work on. Are they working with other neighborhood associations? Or do they have some suggestions for how we could proceed? Here's some areas we think we might want to look at as an association. How do we partner with the city? You know, all that kind of stuff. And so as we thought that through that, we thought, well, you know, I mean, who am I? They don't know who I am. They don't know who Rita is. But if it came from the Cory Neighborhood Association president to Mulcahy, so we thought, you know, reaching out to Mulcahy's office and also the city arborist and the DOT director. Arborist is under Department of Transportation, which is quite weird, but that's the way
They
it
drive a
is.
tree all over the place.
Yeah.
Cars hit trees all the time.
It jumped out in front of me.
It's the right of way, so it's a right of way thing, I guess. At any rate, we thought that it would make sense to have that initial approach come from Art or the president's email, and then introducing us as a committee. I drafted a couple emails, one to the city, one to our city forest, which has historically been the big partner with the city, although they're going through some changes because they're supported by AmeriCorps in a very robust way, and that's been pretty much axed by the president and the administration. So I'm not sure where they are, but at any rate, they would provide an additional perspective on what are the challenges working with the city on some of their initiatives, what suggestions might they have to us. And then after we've met with those two groups, we would come back with maybe, here's some areas that we think we might want to move forward with. Here's our dialogue with the city. Here's what we found out from our city forest. Does it make sense to expand our approach to other corporate partners or neighborhood partners? Does it, where is the association's interest? And anyway, that's kind of where we are. And so if Art can look at these, or you guys can discuss this maybe at your next October meeting, if the board needs to give Art approval and direction to contact the council member's office or city forest, we just didn't want to go off and do that on our own. We thought that there would be a little more attention given by the city and our city forest if it came from the association. So, but you can kind of see sort of our thinking of where we're going. So, Rita, can you hear? No,
She's muted.
She's still.
She can probably hear.
She can probably hear, but anyway, that's.
Otherwise, she would
Yeah.
be.
If you have other, direction back to us, if this is kind of like a check-in, so if there's.
Can you hear me now?
Oh yeah. Go. Hey Rita, welcome.
So sorry. So I'm using my phone and it's like totally crazy different than my laptop. So sorry.
I don't know if you want to add anything, if you heard my spiel, Rita, or I don't think Lauren's on the call, but if you wanted to contradict me, correct me, add whatever, it's great.
So, no, Bob, I think you did a great job of explaining everything.
the committee does want to move forward with having a dialogue with the city council member and our city forests. So I agree with Bob that if we the committee want to do that, it might have just a little more weight coming from the board introducing us. So I don't know if you guys all had a chance to read Bob's nicely put together draft letters, and I thought they were very well written. I didn't have any changes to them. With reviewing the big city plan for the urban forest, and then what the annual update reports were, it's not as encouraging as what the big city plan had envisioned for the city. A lot of it has to do with budget constraints, talent, resources. So the city hasn't produced the needed the wanted outcome that the city plan was putting in. So my idea would be to just ping the District 6 councilman's office and find out where does District 6 sit in this plan in general, in implementing the plan, and in specific the Cory neighborhood. So I'd be interested as a member of the committee to understand what that is. The other thing that we talked about at the committee meeting, and this was Lauren's area of interest, was there's a big lack of understanding with the neighbors of what the property owners of what they need to do with their street trees. And so maybe there'd be some sort of educational kind of thing that the Cory Neighborhood Association could do. And my thought was, an awareness, a bit of an awareness program, and that could be just something mentioned at our general meetings and something on the website to help provide awareness of our dwindling, canopy and urban forest. Those were my thoughts.
I think we had that at a meeting like 10 years ago or something. Remember, like the Tree Amigos came and they talked about the diameter of the trees, and if it's this much diameter, you got to get a different kind of permit to cut it and all this kind of stuff. So we've had this done before quite some time ago.
Okay. Any other thoughts to kind of go around?
Maybe like a refresher.
Question?
Yeah, and potentially like a segment at our next meeting. And I like the background info that you put together. That's really interesting.
Do the Tree Amigos still exist?
That was part of our city forest, and so I was involved in some of that stuff. I don't know if and that's one of the reasons to meet with our city forest. You had that. You did tree planting. They used to outreach to people and say, "Hey, we'll offer you a free tree," and they'll do the planting. And so part of this is, a refresher for ourselves. What's going on? And as Rita mentioned, you read the Community Forest Management Plan, which is super ambitious, and like very little is really happening. And so, talking to our city forest, asking them what their perspective is, talking to Mulcahy's office, talking to the city staff responsible for this stuff, I think can help us focus on what we might want to do, or at least, allow the committee to bring a recommendation to the board and see what your interest is.
Because they gave us trees at one time, and we planted all those ones along the Cory School, with the fences.
Yep.
We planted all those. We had a big day out there, and they came and dug the hole. And we came and put all the trees in and backfilled them and all that kind of stuff.
Sandy One on Cherrystone was the one that got that thing going.
Linda, you got that?
Just thinking, the education part, we have so many new families that have moved in, and they probably don't understand or know what the requirements are about street trees.
Yes,
Because I would bet they don't.
that's just sounds like ordinance.
Well, I realize that, but if they're not told,
Exactly.
or if they don't know,
But in
you
the
know.
real estate contract, they have to sign that when they buy a house.
oh,
That's part of the real estate contracts here in San Jose.
yeah, but I just
I've
wouldn't really.
I've never taken note of it. I'm a pretty good reader of it.
I would bet they probably read all the fine
But,
print.
Yeah.
well, it's a disclosure,
Yeah.
but then there's no
But there's like
implementation on that disclosure. And this is one of the things to talk about with the city is that there, and what we talked about in our committee is there's lots of scrape downs and new homes being built and no trees were put in. And yes, I have a bunch of pictures I can show you of those. And there's all the resale, and yes, there's a required disclosure, but there's no implementation, no enforcement. And so one of the things we want to do when we talk with the city, I mean, there's all these different levels of how we might approach this issue.
There's a fine for not having a straight tree. I forget what it was, but yeah, there was a fine. And if you're a corner lot, you get 3.
Yeah. So at any rate, I mean, this is great input. We want to get a little more information before we say, hey, Cory Neighborhood Association wants to get behind forcing people to put trees in. Well, maybe you don't want to do that. We want to get behind education. We want to get behind at least getting the new construction trees installed, because that should be a requirement of the city or
For the permits or something.
I mean, you know,
I'm surprised
you got
signs off
Yeah,
on
the,
it.
the permits is where you
Yeah.
catch everything.
you know, you got to put smoke alarms and you got to
Yeah,
put.
I was gonna say I remember the smoke alarm thing where you have to check it off,
Oh.
but I don't remember anything about
No,
tree.
It's from what I've read,
San Jose.
in the city of San Jose,
About 2000 city.
it does not exist.
remember.
You know,
Not Santa Clara, but
you gotta have your water heater strapped and you gotta have
Yep.
smoke alarms. But when you get a building permit, you know,
Well, I didn't know you had to have a permit to prune a tree.
well, you
Size.
don't have to have a permit if you use one of the arborists that is on the city
But I
list.
found tree.
Yeah, and a lot of people top their trees, and there's a lot
Yep.
of bad things
Got
that
a lot of
people
bad stuff
do
out.
all the time.
Anyway,
But
it's,
I had just a follow-up question. So do we know who funds My City Forest? Is it the city?
our city forest, I don't know, and that's one of the things. I think they. Do you know, Linda?
About 5 years ago, we took 2 liquid ambers out and we had to put in 2 more trees. And because I was a senior citizen, they didn't charge us to we donated it, whatever they would have charged. I mean, it's not, well, it wasn't, it was $50
But you,
less.
I think, Kirk, you're asking about who funds our city forest as an organization.
As an organization.
Yeah.
Oh,
In 2000 when we did this,
what?
in the year 2000 when we did this for our street in another neighborhood, exactly, our city forest pays for it. But part of that I was going to say is the donation where it was voluntary. They said if you can afford, please pay. So I assume that with the cutting of other funding, they're probably relying.
Yeah, I mean, they're a nonprofit. They had
Donations.
grants. They had donations.
But the city of San Jose doesn't control that. Is that right? Our city
Correct.
forest?
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's my
Okay.
understanding. But they might have gotten some money from the city of San Jose, and they
Yeah.
had a lot of staff funded through AmeriCorps.
And citizens, I think on their donate page, there's
Uh,
a drop down for.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I just worry like if like the city of San Jose funds anything, especially when it comes to parks, they always run out of money. They never have enough to do anything to even maintain. So that'd be my biggest concern. So my follow-up question to that was not being clear on that, but even if it's not related to San Jose, is I would like to see as material, like I would like to suggest we put this on our next agenda, like an official agenda item for action, so we can direct the committee. But to do that, I would like to hear what specifically you're going to ask the council member and the organization, our supporters. And but the other thing is, what results what are you looking to get? Like, what actions do you expect the council member to give you, or none? Is it just informational, kind of FYI?
Rita, feel free to chime in, but I think at this point it's just exploratory. It's like
Siren, sorry.
You know, we're not asking for any kind of commitment yet. I mean, it would be, hey, we've looked at this.
Is the movie out?
No, it's
Siren.
siren.
Sorry, buddy.
So what was the impetus for getting this committee started?
Basically,
I don't remember who started. You requested it.
I went down the street and talked to St. John and Lauren, and I've been in the neighborhood for 40 some odd years, and I've seen the decrease. And partly the kind of the straw for me to get really think about getting active was the 5-bedroom, 5-bath house across the street that has no street trees in it. You know, it's been constructed for several years, it's been sold, it's occupied, and it's like, oh, come on, give me a break. You know, the city can't even get street trees. And so anyway, I kind of like, okay, maybe the way to do it is not myself, but maybe the Cory Neighborhood Association would be interested in this. I'm just a tree lover. I love trees, and I think
the only reason
contributes.
The council members' time is microscopic in terms of availability.
The what is?
The council members' time.
Yeah.
So the only reason I ask that is I would like to see, before we ask for council members' time, that we have very clear and very concise on what we're asking for and what we expect back. Like, what's the action? Like, it's not just a, hey, by the way, we're thinking of doing this. Like, okay, council member, this is why I'm here, and this is what I expect you to do. Like, why am I taking up your time? And I'm so
I understand that. I understand
That's
that.
my ask.
And
What is the ask?
and maybe Rita and I and Lauren as the committee can, you know, I can't give you an answer off the top of my head.
Well, I think what Kurt is saying, I believe is how we need to focus this committee. I totally agree. We need to be specific, and I've made the suggestion that we ask the council person and the urban forest, these two entities, that we say, as you know, concerned Cory neighborhoods, we're interested, after we read the
Master plan.
city forest management plan. How is District 6, you know, doing with this plan in general, and specifically Cory neighborhood? And is there anything that the Cory Neighborhood Association, Cory Neighbors, could do to help with implementing the forest management plan objectives?
And Rita, I kind of, in my own mind, it's like, if I'm sitting down with a council member and hopefully the representatives from DOT and arborists, we're interested in revitalizing the urban forest in the Cory neighborhood. How can we best partner with the city to do that? I mean, we've kind of reviewed all this stuff. We know about the transaction and the sale disclosures. We see homes being built, but no trees going in. We know that there's issues with pruning and topping, etc. We've talked to our city forest, but how do we partner with you guys? I mean, it seems like it's an objective of the city to, you know, support the urban forest and the improvement of the forest. But I mean, that's kind of the pitch.
No, I get it. What I didn't see in the emails was a very clear elevator pitch on what you're asking for and what actions you want them to take. Like, so what I heard just now is, I think was more clarity is.
Well, I feel like I'm in an elevator right now. So
Okay.
I wasn't when I was sitting in myself.
Right. Well, and part of it is we want to be really respectful of the council members' time if we're asking them to do something or hear us, whatever it is. Especially if we're saying, hey, listen, the board wants you to hear what Bob is
I
saying.
don't even expect that we'd even talk to the council member. I would assume that he would send one of his staff members to meet with us along with the city staff. That would be what I would typically.
I would expect to meet with the council member, but whatever. Yeah. I mean, either way, it's the resources of the council office.
I think there are two phases though. I think that you're still in fact finding.
Yes.
And I think that at your point, yes, you want to talk to the head honcho when you have an action.
Yeah.
But I think at this point the action is really fact finding.
Yeah. So
And so
maybe
the
that's
action
just
would
it.
maybe be, who can you direct us to so that we can have a discussion, somewhere in the staff at a lower level.
It's right, intermediate. That's a really good point. You're right. You're right. I was jumping to the discussion, but there's preparation to that discussion, and that's really what that would be. I would be really comfortable with hearing that, and on how we get that.
Sounds like we need more information about the My City Forest in terms of their funding.
Well, I don't even know if they're even a player anymore. I mean, quite frankly, I mean, it just was
Then it's the
kind of
city, like we're asking
kind
city,
of like in parallel. I know they have, mentioned the Tree Amigos, and they were very active in this neighborhood. And Wanda Berry, who was involved back then, is still part of the organization now, and so it's like in parallel. Maybe we talk to them, and we also talk to the city, and it's where fact finding.
So I'd like to make this a recommendation, but I think we should carry this over to next agenda as well, so we can follow up with the committee. But can you do more outreach to gather more of that without going from like the Cory board is saying go do this, but you're trying to gather information? I think you can reach out to the council office and say you're on a fact finding mission.
And this is the point: is that sure I could give that a try, but if an email from the Cory Neighborhood Association president said, hey, we have this exploratory committee that's doing some fact finding and trying to get more information, they'd like to talk, I mean, that's we, in fact, Rita said this before, that we basically seemed like we had the authority to go do that on our own, but then we kind of said, well, great, but it'd get a little more attention.
So maybe your action is to ask for an introduction. It's like, can you, direct me to the staff or other organizations that I need to talk to?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Whatever you guys want, we'll do. I mean, it's like,
yeah, just a quick chime in here, right? So, honestly, Bob, Rita, I'm really excited that you are doing this. I'm excited that you want to do this. I mean, from my perspective, I mean, and I'll defer to the rest of the group here, but I like the idea of just reaching out to Mulcahy and our city forest. Like, reach out to the arborists and just say, hey, we're from the Cory Neighborhood Board. We're currently doing some investigation around the what is it called? The forest plan. I forget the word off the top of my head. It's late.
Forest management, yeah.
Thank you. We're looking to do some investigation, how it relates to the Cory neighborhood. We would love to, to chat with some folks about it, to get some ideas, right? Like, I think it's very reasonable that you say that. I think my hesitation in your original email was, it was almost like you've already decided, but you actually don't know what you want to do yet. And I think that was kind of like, I think asking for the introduction, to be fair, like, I mean, Bob, if you don't want to, I've emailed Mulcahy's office so many times, I've run out of, like, it is auto-completing a whole bunch of people from their office. Like, it is really easy to email them. But if it really means a lot to you, if it really means more that it comes from Art or Kirk, I think that's a thing we could do, but I also kind of want to say, hey, why not you email them? I think it's fine to say that it comes from the Cory neighborhood.
Completely.
Right. The issue I think that we're all kind of touching on here is a board action is different. Like, you were authorized to go figure it out, so to speak, like to get it.
Yeah.
And part of that is reaching out to staff on your own, and you've been authorized by the board to do it, so you can reference. Yeah. But
knock all the doors you need to. Yeah. But if a door is stuck, if a door actually gets stuck, if Mulcahy's office does not reply to you for whatever reason, that's a, hey, let's go pull some of our existing relationships.
So how about this, Cindy? And I agree. Yours was a little more mellow, and that's because you're, I'm stuck in this like very direct. Here's what we're gonna do, and you're like, hey. So, but I mean, if we emailed them directly, that's fine. Would it be okay to CC the Cory Neighborhood
Yes.
Association president?
Yeah,
Yeah,
President?
absolutely.
Okay.
please.
Absolutely.
Because that way Art's
You're keeping Art in the loop.
you're keeping Art in the loop, you're keeping the in a loop and say, we've been tasked by the board
Yeah.
to do this, we've reviewed this, we'd like to meet with you to get some direction on how we should approach it.
Outstanding.
On behalf of the Cory constituents, we're doing this, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
No,
To look into it. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's you leading the effort.
Yeah,
with,
sure.
with you already have implicit support in doing it.
All right.
All right.
And
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 then
if you don't get an answer, you get like the bunch of us who keep bothering him, like, hey, to go knock on some doors.
Go ahead.
Well, if he sees art, it's gonna be implied.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought he also has some coffee, like chat hours where you meet with him at a cafe and you can spend like 15 minutes. You can sign up for some time. That might be good to get some face time if you have time. I know he has 2 sessions where you can meet with him face to face and maybe have that discussion with him. I can forward you the email.
Yeah.
It's like a monthly email. Yeah, let me go ahead and.
Do that.
Are you on one of our email
I
distributions?
sent
Bob?
one
Yeah,
to the,
Bob
Okay.
replied to everybody for this last
Okay,
meeting.
forward it to
Yeah.
you. But I thought it was kind of cool that
Yeah.
he does that.
And in the meantime, send me an email.
yeah. So, okay, Rita, when are you back in town?
Let's see, I'm for a few more days. I'll be here, and then I'm gone again.
Oh, you are actually physically here in town right
Just a few hours ago. So yeah, I just landed. Just landed.
now. Okay. All right. Well, we'll Rita and I and Lauren will refine the email, make it a little less direct, make it a little smoother and softer, exploratory. We'll have Sinjin review it. And
All right. Good.
all right.
All right. We'll move on from that. Okay.
One last thing.
I already-
Little factoid on this forest management plan, that it was adopted by the City Council February of 2022, and it says that District 6 has the most tree canopy for the entire city. Page 31.
But District 6 includes all of Willow Glen.
Yes, it does.
You know what it will look like.
We know that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna excuse myself.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Can I get out?
You can get out the same way. Just make sure you close the gate behind you so he doesn't run out. All right. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you
Bob.
very much.
Thank you.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay. Open forum, and I have the first item on here for open forum, and then we'll open up to everybody. Is Mayor's office will make T-shirts, a T-shirt design that
Thanks for the pizza.
you're welcome.
So is this actually a change in the T-shirt design, or just
I
just
don't
the size? I knew that they were going.
I have no
They're
idea.
added larges and extra larges.
I have no idea
Okay,
what
that's
he's
an art
talking about.
thing,
I'm just reading this.
Gotcha.
So if anybody has any idea what this means,
All I know is he said that he was going to make, going to have T-shirts made, but he didn't say anything about design.
so
I was assuming it was going to be
Right.
made
I remember reading saying that the design has been approved, but I don't know if that's just them approving our existing design or whether there was a redesign.
it must be existing because we
Because
never,
otherwise we
it never
would've had
even came up.
Yeah.
We would have at least
we would have had another competition for one person to
Yeah.
give an
I think
impetus.
with one person that committed.
The problem was there
I would.
weren't enough large and extra large
Exactly.
shirts. So,
And we didn't have the budget to print them ourselves, so
Yeah.
they were stepping in to fill that void for us.
Okay, so no one really knows what this means. We'll ask Art, but that's good. It sounds like it's free. Thanks, Mayor. The next thing we have here is Westfield's survey that went out. Rita, if you want to just touch on that, or maybe I got a copy of it too. It's
Sure.
List,
So
but-
I've signed up for all the shopping sales can you hear me?
Yes.
yeah,
Okay. I signed up for all the shopping sales at Westfield Valley Fair Mall. And in my inbox earlier this week was this transit survey. And I thought it was quite interesting. I sent you all a copy of the email that was sent to me, along with a screenshot of the transport survey for 2025. And I was wondering if the board might be interested in pursuing this as opposed to me, just, Susie Q's shopper, about what Westfield's plan is with the survey information in general and Valley Fair specifically, because the Valley Fair overflow parking and traffic does affect our neighborhood. And would the board be interested in seeing if we could get more input from the neighborhood? Could that be submitted? Would the board be interested in following up on the survey results? Does the board want to present this to the neighborhood by making mention of it, maybe on the website, or contacting somebody from Westfield and saying, are we able to expand this to the neighborhood, not just those who have signed up for, shopping news at the malls? Just throwing it out there.
Okay. Anybody have any thoughts?
So she gave us a screenshot. Is there a way that everybody can get an actual survey? Like, can you go on?
So I got a copy of it. I deleted it. I didn't fill out the survey.
Yeah.
But this is.
I think when you click on the thing, it goes to your email. It brings up your email. So I don't know if it's going to bring up your email, Kurt, if you forward your
I think it's associated with mine, but I'm happy to forward mine. It doesn't bother me. So you can.
But that means only the one person can do that.
Don't know what'll happen. But I think it's important to understand that it's a Westfield survey. They're trying to find out their customer behavior. It is not a neighborhood survey.
Correct.
But
you do select which shopping center that you frequent. And one of the selections is Valley Fair.
Yeah. Yes. That's all true. I'm not Westfield. I don't know why they're doing it. I'm guessing they want to see how people get here.
Yeah.
Like, do most of them drive? I think very few of them probably get there by bus.
Yeah.
But
Helicopter.
Yeah, they drop in and they parachute down. I don't know what the value of us doing it, honestly, to try and get involved in that, because I don't think they really care about the neighborhood in this survey. Like,
Talked about this before.
Yeah,
many times.
She's highly aware of the issues. She participated. Oh, there's a hand up. I'm sorry. Is that a hand? I can't see what that says. No, okay. She participated in our last meeting, which was great. And I don't know what else. I mean, she's highly aware that we are frustrated with overflows and worker parking in the neighborhood and stuff like that. I just don't think the survey is the way. Like, we have a relationship with Westfield already. Like, the survey, my opinion, I don't think it'd be an effective use of our resources or an ask of our community to go fill that out. I just don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to do anything to help our situation.
Market anything to help out Cory.
Yeah, it's not a Cory thing. They're looking at Westfield shopping behaviors, not how do you fix Cory's parking issues. But that's just giving my opinion, Rita. I'm not trying to be argumentative. I just don't think I don't think there's any hope. That's all.
So I wasn't sure who received the email. So just threw it out there to the board. Did anybody else other than Kurt and me receive that email?
I didn't get it.
As a data point, I did not, but I attempt to keep my emails from leaking out to marketing companies.
I will forward mine, and I guarantee you, if I look at it, it's probably westfield@kvartan.com. That's how I manage my emails.
Although it's a Google form, so
all you need.
It may revert to your Google login if you are logged in with Google. But if you're not logged in and the form works, then it might revert back to the email address it was sent to.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, I don't care if anyone wants to click on it.
Well, the problem is that if 10 people do it, they're just going to overwrite each other.
Or the first person gets it,
it's still
and the other 9 get
I think the way Google form works is the last one
one
gets it. That way you can change your vote.
Gotcha. So I'll send mine out unless Rita, you want to send yours out. I can just reply. I'll just forward it when I'm done here.
No, I'm not sending my email out. No.
Happy to send mine. I'll send mine out. Any other open forum topics?
Yeah, I just wanted to let people know Christmas trees are going to happen again this year. The price has not changed. I'm waiting for the dates are still going to be the same. I think it's the first weekend in December. Mario is just going to send me the official announcement this week, probably. But I will probably keep the same flyer, but I'll just send it over to the group again and just make sure all the dates are correct. But nothing's changing.
What was the cause of the oversupply this past season? Do we need to do anything to make sure that we don't goof again, or
It wasn't us. It was them.
They accidentally gave us 10 extra.
Okay.
Accidentally, don't
They-
we get
And they
10
didn't
extra?
charge us.
No, they gave us 10 more extra.
Oh.
And then when we realized this, they're like,
Invoice.
Yes.
Yeah, not on the invoice. That's in our favor.
Okay. Thank you, Sachin. Thanks for heading that up and always being in good contact for that.
Thank you.
Anyways.
Oh yeah, that is the highway.
I have
An update on that property. Are they going to do anything now? That the
Oh yeah, you're gonna update
17th
the old Winchester.
so VCI is still owning it, and they are looking to come back with an alternative plan.
13 story.
Alternative, whatever that is.
I believe 8-story is what they're saying.
All right.
Okay.
Any other open forum? I'll just give a random one. We're expanding into this old JJ spot next door. We started construction and they started to saw cut things now. It is incredibly expensive. Like our budget,
What do you mean?
which I don't even know if it's the budget,
No, Stevens Creek's expensive.
The
Really?
building?
building anything. We're looking at it's probably going to be over $450,000.
Oh,
And this is a minor renovation. We're not doing any kitchen work. We're adding an oven. It's very, very limited, and it is mind blowing how much everything is.
Driving up the cost.
Everything, all the trades, the materials, I guess, have skyrocketed since tariffs have started. Whether they get affected or not, it's like COVID. Oh, go add another 30%.
Yeah.
So, like just to give you an example, we have for HVAC for mechanical, we have a unit on the roof that we're just refurbishing. We're adding an exhaust fan, a makeup air fan for the hood that we're putting in the oven, and the hood itself. That's almost $70,000.
oh, sorry.
And I don't think that includes permits. Yes. And so it's absurd. It's absurd, and
A lot of pizza.
Yeah, I don't know. I honestly I don't know how we're going to quite deal with that. I don't. We're committed. We're going to go through whatever it is. We'll come out the other side, but it's going to be bloody. And
Leading like
we're probably going to have like 25 internal seats ish.
everyone, bring your teams there.
Right? It's yeah.
Things.
Yeah. To support your local business. A lot of businesses that are really struggling with all these costs and stuff, and new construction is just absurd.
So our pizza's gonna be $100 a pop.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we're talking about an increase, a slight increase, like maybe adding a couple bucks to a large or something, but it's very good. We're trying to be very sensitive to that, but I don't know how I don't know how we're going to afford it, honestly.
Well, I'm hoping that maybe with the seating, we'll get more people to come in.
Yeah, but we still
Yeah.
just sell pizza. Like
I
the
know.
numbers are just so big. I'm nervous. Yeah, this is the first. This last couple weeks, all the bids have finally come in, and I'm like, these are all incredibly high. Like I just don't know. It's like we're not doing that much. Like we're putting in some seats, we're putting in a bathroom, we're putting in a mop sink, and a ceiling,
Putting in a
and
door?
a counter, and like that's it.
Are you gonna
Like-
put in a door?
Do it yourself.
We're going to open up in the front where the there's a map of the subway system on the right-hand wall when you walk in.
Soda.
We're gonna open up that front part. No, the other wall with the sodas on the other side. Where if you go in the front door on the right-hand side, there's like a little cubby there.
Can't pick the other side.
Yeah, we're gonna open up that wall so there's like a doorway so you can go in and out. We'll have a cutout in the middle where we're gonna make food on our side and pass it into the other side. And in the back, we're gonna take out a chunk of wall so that we can have some more press space. But this is the toned down version because we only have a 5-year lease. So to add 5 years to try and make up 450 grand, I don't know. I just don't know how we do that. So it's tough.
It's scary.
It's very
But you're committed to it.
We're committed. We are going to make it happen. By hook or by crook, we are going to make it happen. So I will. Well, anything else? That was at the very end. No. At 8:07, we're officially done. Thank you, everybody online. See you later.
Bye.
I think this is the first time I've ever been up